Hey guys, welcome to the SOAIR Cybersecurity Guide. For this week, we'll be dealing with the wireless security and we're in section 7, which is the wireless network basic. For this week, we'll be dealing with Wi-Fi protocols, which are the WP, WPA, WPA2. We'll be capturing packets with Wireshark. Then we have our assignment, which is to analyze wireless network traffic. What then is wireless security? Introduction. Wireless security refers to the measures and protocols used to protect wireless networks from unauthorized access, data breaches, and cyber threats. Since wireless network transmits data through the air using radio waves, they are more vulnerable to hacking compared to wired networks. Implementing proper security mechanism is crucial to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data. What are the importance of wireless security? Firstly, wireless security is essential because it prevents unauthorized access. Hackers or unauthorized hackers or users can exploit weak security to access their networks. Nextly, we have it protects sensitive data. Financial, personal, and business data are at risk if not properly secured. We have because it prevents malware and cyber attack. Attackers can inject malware, ransomware, or spyware into an unsecured network. Another importance is that it ensures network performances, meaning that unauthorized users can slow down the network by consuming its bandwidth. Another importance is compliance with regulations. Organizations must follow security regulations like the GDPR, HIPAA, PCI DSS. What are the common wireless security threats? Wireless networks are exposed to various security threats, which includes A. Unauthorized access, which is the word driving or piggy banking. What does word driving means? Attackers drive around searching for unprotected or weakly secured Wi-Fi networks to exploit. What does piggy banking means? It means unauthorized users connect to a Wi-Fi network without permission, using it for free or for malicious activities. B, under the common wireless security threat, is eavesdropping, meaning that packet sniffing and man-in-the-middle attack. Attackers intercept wireless communication using packet sniffers. Example is Wireshark to steal sensitive data such as passwords. So what does man-in-the-middle attack means? It means basically it means trying to insert yourself in the middle of two parties. Hackers insert themselves between a user and the access point to steal or manipulate data. C, we have the denial of service and distributed denial of service, which is the DOS and the DDoS attack. Attackers flood the network with excessive traffic, causing it to slow down or crash, making it unavailable for legitimate user. D, we have the rogue access point and evil twin attack. What does the rogue access point mean? It means unauthorized access point set up within an organization to bypass security controls. What does the evil twin attack mean? It means hackers create a fake Wi-Fi network with a similar name SSID to trick users into connecting, allowing them to steal login credentials. E, we have the MAC address spoofing, meaning that attackers change the device's MAC address to impersonate legitimate user and gain access to the network. F, we have the Wi-Fi protected setup, which is WPS attack. WPS is a feature designed to simplify connecting devices to Wi-Fi, but it has vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit using brute force attacks. What are the security measures for public Wi-Fi? Public Wi-Fi networks, such as those in cafes, hotels, airports, are more vulnerable to cyber attacks. To stay safe, what do you need to do? Firstly, you avoid accessing sensitive accounts, e.g., your financial institution, your banking institution, on public Wi-Fi. Secondly, you use a VPN to encrypt your internet traffic. What is VPN? Virtual Private Network. Next, you turn off automatic Wi-Fi connections to prevent your device from connecting to rogue networks. 4. You use HTTPS. What is HTTPS? Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure Website. How do you get to know that one? You look for the padlock icon in your browser. These are the security measures to stay safe. What are the future trends in wireless security? Number one is the artificial intelligence, that's AI in cybersecurity. AI-based security system can detect and respond to threats in real time. Next, we have the quantum cryptography. It provides unbreakable encryption using quantum mechanics. We have the trust security model, which requires strict verification for all devices and users, minimizing attack risk. Next, we have the blockchain in network security, which enhances security through decentralization authentication method. The decentralized authentication methods. Wireless security is crucial in today's digital world where threats like hacking, eavesdropping, and malware attacks are prevalent. By implementing strong encryption, authentication, firewalls, and monitoring systems, individuals and organizations can protect their networks from cyber threats. As technology evolves, security measures must also improve to counter emerging threats effectively. What are Wi-Fi protocols? Wi-Fi protocols are a set of standards that define how wireless devices communicate over a wireless network. Wi-Fi security protocol are encryption standards used to secure wireless networks and prevent unauthorized access. The main protocols are what? Number one, WEP. What does it mean? That's the wired equivalent privacy, although it's outdated and is very insecure. Next, we have the WPA, which means the Wi-Fi protected access, which is the temporal improvement over the WEP that was outdated. We then have presently the WPA2, which is the Wi-Fi protected access 2, which has much stronger security and is widely used today. And we have the WPA3, which is the Wi-Fi protected access 3, which presently is the latest and is the most secure standard. Number one, WEP, which is the wired equivalent privacy. It was invented in 1997. What are its attributes? It's insecure, outdated, and should not be used. Emphasis on should not be used. What are its features? Firstly, the first encryption standard for Wi-Fi security, which was introduced in 1997, it uses RC4 stream cipher for encryption. It has 64 bits and 124 bits encryption keys. What are its weaknesses? Firstly, it is easily hacked. It can be cracked within minutes using modern hacking tools. Number two, it has weak encryption. It uses a static key which is vulnerable to attack. Another weakness is no authentication mechanism. Anyone with the WEP key can access the network. What is the status? Not recommended, no longer considered secure. Most devices have removed WEP support. Now, for number two, we have the WPA, which is the Wi-Fi protected access, which was invented in 2003. It was built to temporarily fix for WEP, but still has vulnerabilities. What are its features? It was introduced in 2023 as a quick fix for WEP vulnerabilities. It uses the TKIP, which is Temporal Key Integrity Protocol, for better encryption. It supports dynamic key generation, making it harder to crack. It's backward compatible with WEP. What are its weaknesses? It is still very vulnerable to attack because the TKIP encryption can be cracked with modern tools. It uses RC4 cipher, which is insecure. Then it's prone to brute force and dictionary attack. What is the present status? It is better than WEP, but it is still outdated. Not recommended for modern network. We have the WPA3, that's number 3, WPA2, which is the Wi-Fi protected access 2, which was invented in 2004. This one has a stronger encryption and is widely used today. What are its features? It was introduced in 2004 as a full replacement for WPA1, and it has stronger data encryption and integrity checking. It supports the CCMP, what is that? The Counter Mode Cipher Blockchain Message Authentication Code Protocol. What are its weaknesses? It's vulnerable to brute force attack if a weak password is used. That's crack. What is crack? The key reinstallation attack vulnerability, which was discovered in 2017. It does not protect against password guessing attacks. WPA2 version. We have the WPA2 personal, which is the PSK, which uses a pre-shared key, which is good for home network. And number 2 under the WPA2 version is the WPA2 enterprise, which uses radius authentication for corporate environment. What is the present status of the WPA2? It is still widely used. It is secured if a strong password is used and firmware is updated. Now for number 4, we have the WPA3, which is the Wi-Fi Protected Access 3, which was invented in 2018. It is the latest and most secured Wi-Fi security protocol. What are its features? It was introduced in 2018 to replace the WPA2. It is resistant to brute force attack, which prevents repeated password guesses. It has the forward secrecy, which prevents hackers from decrypting past data even if they obtain the password. Nextly, it has better security for public Wi-Fi, which enhanced open network encryption. Another one again, it has stronger encryption, which is 192-bit security for WPA3 Enterprise. What are its weaknesses? It is not widely supported yet, meaning that older devices do not support WPA3. Another weakness is it requires new hardware, cannot be enabled on old router via their firmware updates. What is the status? It is the most secured option, best for new Wi-Fi networks if supported by devices. The comparison of the WEP, WPA, WPA2 and WPA3. We have their features. Firstly, under the encryption algorithm, WEP uses the RC4, WPA uses the TKIP plus the RC4, WPA2 uses the AES plus CCMP, while the latest, which is the WPA3, uses the AES plus SAE under the encryption algorithm. Under the feature of security level, the WEP is weak, WPA is moderate, WPA2 is strong, while WPA3, which is the latest, is very strong. Under the features of the brute force protection, WP has no brute force protection, WPA has no brute force protection, WPA2 has limited brute force protection, while WPA3 has brute force protection. Under the feature of their encryption strength, WEP uses 64-bit to 128 bits, WPA uses 128 bits, WPA2 uses 128 bits to 256 bits, while WPA3 uses 192 bits. Under the feature of their crack vulnerabilities, WEP has crack vulnerability, WPA has crack vulnerability, WPA2 has cracked vulnerabilities but it is patched, while WPA3 has no crack vulnerability. Under the feature of their public Wi-Fi security, WPA has no public Wi-Fi security, WPA has no public Wi-Fi security, WPA2 has no public Wi-Fi security, while WPA3, which is the latest, has public Wi-Fi security. Under the feature of their recommended usage, no one will recommend you to use the WEP, no one will recommend you to use the WPA, but you can still use you can still use WPA2, and WPA3 is the best by recommendation. What are the basic principles of Wireshark? Wireshark is a network protocol analyzer that captures and inspects network traffic in real time. It helps network administrators, cybersecurity personnel, professionals, developers analyze data packets to troubleshoot issues, detect security threats, and optimize network performances. What is Wireshark? Wireshark is a packet sniffer and protocol analyzer used for network monitoring. It captures live network traffic and displays detailed packet level information. It supports multiple protocols, which is the HTTP, TCP, UDP, DNS, and FTP. What's the HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. TCP is the Transmission Control Protocol. UDP is the User Datagram Protocol. DNS is the Domain Name Service. FTP is the File Transfer Protocol for analysis. Wireshark also works on Windows operating system, works on Mac operating system, and works on Linux operating system. What are the basic principles of Wireshark? Number 1, for packet capturing. Wireshark captures network packets from a selected network interface, which is the Wi-Fi or Internet, as the case may be. Each packet contains headers, payloads, which is data, and metadata, which is sometimes timestamps, source/destination IPs, protocol information, etc. We then have it also captures and filter in real time for post-analysis using display filters. Secondly, what are the basic principles of Wireshark? The packet inspection and analysis. Wireshark decodes protocols and presents packet details in human-readable format. It provides deep analysis of network behavior, security events, and performance issues. It also helps detect malicious traffic, drop packets, delays, and errors. Under the basic principles of Wireshark again, we have the protocol decoding and interpretation. This identifies and analyzes layered network communication, which is the application transport, network, and link layers. It also recognizes malformed packets with transmissions and handshake failure, e.g. the TCP three-way handshake issues. Number 4, again, under the principles of Wireshark, it has filtering and searching, which uses capture filters before capturing and display filters after capturing for targeted analysis. Number 5, we have the graphing and statistical analysis, which provides graph and statistics for network utilization, protocol distribution, and latency analysis. It also detects bandwidth hogging, network slowdowns, and DOS attack, which is denial of service attack. Number 6, under the basic principle of Wireshark, it is used for security and forensics because it detects malicious packets, unauthorized access, and malware communication. It also identifies packet injections, spoofing, and ARP poisoning attack. It is useful in penetration testing and forensics investigation. How do you then install the Wireshark? First, you install and open Wireshark. You choose a network interface, probably your Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Number 2, you start capturing packets by clicking start to record network traffic. Next, you apply filter. You use display filter to focus on specific data. Number 4, you analyze packets, meaning you inspect details like source, destination IP, protocol type, port number, flags, payload, etc. Again, you use statistics to graph, meaning that you check traffic trend, errors, and protocol usage. You then export and save data. You save capture files, that's .pcap format for further analysis. What are the cases in which you use Wireshark? First, you use it for troubleshooting network issues, which is latency and dropped packets. You also use it to detect security threats, probably malware, DOS attack, or unauthorized access. You also use it for monitoring bandwidth usage by identifying high data consumers. You also use it to analyze protocols, be it the HTTP, FTP, DNS, SSL/TLS. You also use it for forensic investigation by analyzing suspicious network activities. What are Wireshark limitations? They cannot capture encrypted traffic, which is the HTTPS and VPNs. It requires admin/root access to capture packets. It has large captures. Large captures can consume ICPU/memory, not an intrusion detection system, only traffic, and it does not block threats. In conclusion, Wireshark is a powerful network analyzing tool that helps diagnose issues, enhance security, and optimize performances. Mastering packet capturing, filtering, and protocol analysis is essential for network engineers and cybersecurity professionals. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment.